Hi guys, welcome back, and I am actually going through a stack of boxes that I received right at the end of January. For some reason they all seem to roll in the last few days of the month, and so they started to stack up, and I'm taking a day off of work because it's my birthday, and I decided I wanted to just take a chunk of time today and just knock out a whole bunch of unboxings and filmings of those unboxings. Because quite frankly, this year is already speeding by and I'm a little worried about timing at this point. So I wanted to just knock out a whole bunch all at once. So that's what we're doing today. Anyway, this portion of the filming is going to be dedicated to my Geek Box Lite. My Geek Box Lite comes out of the UK. And you can kind of tell that with the condition that the box arrived in. This has been beat all to hell. So I'm hoping that there's nothing breakable in here because that could be a problem. My Geek Box Lite is essentially a pared down version of the regular box. It is intended to be just kind of a little dip into their monthly box offerings. And I went with that option because since it is coming out of the UK, shipping can be a little bit pricey on top of it, and I didn't want to go with something more expensive, but I still wanted to try this box out for a few months. A lot of the reviews that I've seen on my Geek Box Lite, at least as far as American customers are concerned, have been kind of negative, only because a lot of the items in there either show up damaged or they end up being kind of typical items that we can get already here, and so the added expense of having it then shipped just kind of doesn't always wash out. So I wanted to just kind of give this a try and see how it goes for me. So from what I understand, my Geek Box Lite, or my Geek Box in general, they don't do a monthly theme. It's just random items that are geek or nerd related. So it could be run the range of gaming to anime to movies to TV shows. There's all kinds of things that it could potentially be. That makes me both curious and also a little bit wary on what I'm going to get. And if you've watched my previous My Geek Box videos, you'll know that I've got a Black Friday box and a welcome box. And those were kind of hit and miss. There were a few items in there that were cool, and then there were some that were kind of odd. So I'm curious to see how this is going to end up playing out. I did get I think it's a 1-year subscription to my Geek Box Lite because the price is really good due to Black Friday. So I'm hoping that this ends up being somewhat decent. But we'll find out. We'll see. So if you're interested in my Geek Box or any of the variations of it, I will go ahead and include a link down below so you can check it out and see if this is something worthwhile for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at the January My Geek Box Lite and see how we feel about this one. So, right off the bat, I see a bobblehead, a Wacky Wobbler bobblehead of Doctor Who's Weeping Angel. This is a Funko BBC product. I am not a Doctor Who fan yet, and I only say that because I just haven't had time to watch this series. It's on my list of to-do things to do, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. I may at some point. So I don't know how I feel about this one or not. I may like it, I may not. In general, I think it's a cool item to have in a box. I just, right now, I don't have any affinity for it, so I also have in here Guardians of the Galaxy nesting doll set. I do like Guardians of the Galaxy. I did see the trailer for part 2 at the movies this weekend, so that's kind of exciting. Groot. There's Groot. The paint's a little on these. The next one. And then Rocket. So there's Baby Groot. And Baby Groot does open up. So those are cute. Yeah. It's cute. It's cute. That's about all I can say about that. I don't know how. So again, nesting doll set. Guardians of the Galaxy. It's cute. I'm kind of on it, but it's kind of cute. I don't think I'll keep it, but I could see this being a fun toy for somebody to play with, and kind of a cute little idea. Anyway, and then the last item in here is a tin that looks like it's just going to be a Minecraft thing, maybe a Zelda thing. I don't know. But it's a tin. And is there anything in the tin? Alright, so the tin has a gem in it, and I thought maybe it would have something underneath it, but it doesn't. So that's what that is. Alright, so those are all of the items in the box. Of the items, I guess the Doctor Who bobblehead's the coolest of them. And it is kind of a cool item, I would say. I don't know how common or popular the Wacky Wobbler bobbleheads are from Funko. So as far as, you know, whether or not that's worth the value of it, I don't know. But I do appreciate the item. I think it's cool. And maybe I will appreciate it more if and when I ever become a Doctor Who fan. The other two items I'm kind of on. They definitely feel... I think that the problem that I'm having so far with Geek Box, or my Geek Box, at least in the limited exposure that I've had thus far, is that a lot of the items that I seem to have gotten are very toy geared, and I don't mean that in the sense of like the Funko Pop figures and that sort of thing. Those things, yes, they're kind of toys, but they're collectibles as well. Whereas I feel like a lot of the items, like the nesting dolls, the plastic nesting dolls, the treasure chest with a fake gem in it. In my previous boxes, I got a Barbie Lego set. They definitely seem more toy oriented, which if I had kids, I think that would be really fun. I think that my kids would really love to have those items, and I would enjoy sharing that with them. But I don't, and so now I end up having stuff that I need to find homes for, which I can do, but why get them through a box? If I'm going to do that, I could go to the dollar store and get them something. So, I'm alright with it, I guess. We'll have to see how things play out, but overall, considering all of the different boxes that I'm now experimenting with and opening lately, my Geek Box is definitely way down in the list as far as things that I'm interested in keeping. So we'll see whether or not that plays out, but right now, not so much. Anyway, so let me know what you thought, especially if those of you who are Doctor Who fans. What was your reaction to that Weeping Angel bobblehead? Is that something that you were like, oh, that's cool, or were you like, eh? So since I don't have a frame of reference, I don't know how cool or not cool that item is, and I'd be interested in your impression of that. Definitely give this video a like if you liked it, and of course subscribe if you would like to see more. And I feel like I run that commercial through all of my videos, and maybe I should just stop, because you guys are YouTube visitors and you know what to do. So you know that if you like a video, you can like it, and you know if you want to see more, you can subscribe. And a lot of people don't subscribe and you still come back for more videos, so that's okay too. It's just kind of nice seeing the numbers go. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this box, even though I thought it was kind of but I hope you enjoyed sharing the with me, and let me know what you think. I'll see you guys later.